Hi, my name is Dave Kahn, and welcome to my channel, Justice for Men, on YouTube. So I'm going to share my story with you today. So in 2012, I met this woman, and eventually we had two children, two daughters. So we were okay. I was busy working. She was busy working. We didn't have much to have in common, um, and she says she hates children and she don't want no children. And I said, okay, it's up to you. I mean, I was already previously in the family court, and I had a horrible experience, so I didn't want to mess with this again. And she says she didn't want any children, so I says, okay, that's okay. I was with her. Eventually, within a week or 2 weeks, she finds out that I was a really good man and good guy. I work hard, I'm an honest, and I do the right things. And she decided to have a children without my acknowledgement. So we had our first daughter. I didn't mind it because I love children, and children, I think, they're blessings in anybody's life. They become parents, and the lifestyle changes. Then you become more devoted to your children if you're a good parent. If you're not a good parent, then I don't know. I don't speak for everyone. I know myself. I'm a good father. I'm a good parent. So I was happy about it. But I wasn't happy about it that she was not clear on that subject when she says she hated children and she didn't want any, and now she's carrying my child. But anyway, we I joyfully accepted my first daughter in 2013. We had our first daughter, and then she said, "Well, I'm done. I don't want any more children, and this and that is too much work." And I was there for the child. I was there for the mother of the child, and we were together. Everything was just fine. And then here comes another one, and then after saying all that, she didn't want no children, and she doesn't like children, and all of a sudden she conceives another child. Now we got second daughter coming in, and obviously I'm absolutely okay with it because I love children, and I think the children are blessings. If you have sons, you play with them. If you're a daughter, you still spoil them. You take them out. You buy them clothes, buy them shoes. I think it's fun. I work hard, and if I make money, I would like to spend money on my children. So, I mean, I had those days that I had no money. I couldn't even buy a candy for my children, but it hurts. It hurt me because I wanted to buy them things and I couldn't. So, we got the second child, and it was 2016. I moved out of the house, and everything was normal, but the mother of the children were not treating me properly because she was Caucasian, white, you may want to call it in the United States. And of course, I'm a brown skinned man with an accent, so obviously her true colors start to pop out. And now she start calling me names, start insulting me, and started mocking my accent and making me uncomfortable in front of her friends. And if my friends would come, they were not good enough for her because they were either the tan skin or they would speak with an accent. Which I can understand, I can relate to. A majority of the Americans are like that. It's nothing against you, but unfortunately, that's my 21 years experience in this country. That's what I feel. I see the racism, I see the hatred against me because of the way I look. Here comes the 2016 end, and I didn't have a job for a year and a half. She didn't say nothing. There was no fights, arguments, or nothing because I'm not like that. Um, uh, 2016, towards the end, I decided to open up a restaurant because I'm a good cook. I have cooked for many restaurants, so I wanted to cook again. So I opened up a very small restaurant. It was just some somebody wanted to open a restaurant. I guess they couldn't open it because of the too many ordinances and rules and regulations in the city. So the landlord, wantedly or unwantedly or being compelled, he gave it to me. It's okay, well, as long as you pay me rent, you can have it. So I took over, and while I was, with my daughters all the time. I was taking care of them because I wasn't working. So I was setting up the restaurant, and the majority of the time I devoted to my daughters because my daughters were more important than my work. I don't care about work, but I do care about my children. But you gotta work to pay the bills. So I wanted to do something that I enjoy and I can be more towards in my children's life. But obviously, I was wrong because mother had different ideas. Now, mind that this woman was born and raised in the United States without the parents. Her parents had consensual or whatever sex. She came out and they abandoned her. So she was adopted by somebody. Uh, and um, I guess she was very bitter with about her mother, and she was very bitter with her father. She didn't like him, and she mentioned it to me that the adopted parents weren't too good to her. She wouldn't speak to them. They had a horrible, rocky, bumpy relationship, uh, which I didn't understand because I didn't have this. So I mean, I didn't interfere much. I didn't say much either. Um, so one day I would say, like she mentioned that her mom was like scoping her for over everything, microscoping everything. Like no matter what she did, she was under the microscope and she was scrutinized over everything. She couldn't go to sleep on her own. She couldn't read any books because mom was yelling and screaming, the adoptive mom. So she wasn't too happy with her mom relationship. Apparently, she brought that into our relationship. Now she's a mother and I'm a father. I was a second time father. But I'm experienced father because I had two children before, taken by the family court, stole it from me, treated me like horrible, wouldn't talk to me, would not listen to me. But I'm gonna talk about this current court more than the previous courts. So then I was in Schenectady County, and one day she started calling me and she says, "How's your business doing?" And with my current children's mother, and I says, "That's good. It's not. It's not it's enough that I may be able to, you know, feed the babies and pay the daycare." Um, she didn't bother me. Here comes the January, February, March, and April. She asked me how I was doing. So I excitedly told her that yes, I just start to see some monies coming in. Now her greed, took over upon her, and she ran towards child support court and filed for child support while there is no custody dispute, there is no custody given to anyone. Nothing had happened at that time, and it's in April. So keep watching my show. Keep watching this. I will tell you more about this full story, and we're going to cover this, and we will mention the cruelty, biasism, and unfairness in the family courts and the support court. Thank you, and see you soon.